Good morning, technically good afternoon, you lovely lot. It is Sunday. I've woken with a much less painful arm, but I had a stonking headache when I woke up, and I didn't wake until gone 11 o'clock. I slept very well. And that never happens, so I'm putting that down to the leftover bits of the booster. I have to say, apart from the fatigue yesterday and the very sore arm, it was much better than the first AstraZeneca I had. The first AstraZeneca I had, I got the shivers, I felt cold but my skin felt hot, you know, I had all of that kind of stuff. Whereas this one, I've literally, I said, yeah, I mean, yesterday I was out and about doing stuff, I just had a very painful arm, and then I felt incredibly fatigued. And I've had a lay-in this morning and I woke with a headache, but that could have been partly because I'd had such a big lay-in that I've woken with a headache. But I've taken paracetamol and the headache's gone. Let me just show you, I bought some new cushions on Amazon. It's not quite the same red that I wanted, it's a bit hard to tell online, isn't it? But it will do. So I've bought these, I'll show you them all, there's 4 of them. Whoops. There's a set of 4. I'm not going to wear makeup today, you're going to have to put up with me being scrag bag Pip. And I've decided it is a PJ day. I've started a new book. It's part of the Ashes of London series by Andrew Taylor. And this is the 5th book in the series. The 5th book in the series. And I haven't read one of those for quite a few months now. So I was going to read another book, and then I decided, no, actually I'm going to read this because I don't want to forget everything that was going on. I want to finish this series. I want to go through and finish series of books that I've started, because it's easy to forget, isn't it, what you were, you know, what was happening in the previous books. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to sit in my lovely Christmas room. Let me give you a quick pan. Oh, and I got a bulb for that. That arrived, the bulb. So I've done that. So my lovely Christmas room. There we go. I'm enjoying the Christmas room very much. So I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this Christmas atmosphere. Peace and quiet. Lee's gone to Asda. The fridge freezer is arriving tomorrow, so I deliberately haven't gone food shopping. I picked up some sausage rolls, some bread, like just some essentials, some flavoured chicken, because I knew that Kenzie's still going to want sandwiches and what have you, even though he's got exams for the next 2 weeks, so he's not in school. He will be home for most lunchtimes. Yeah, I've just got bits in, so he's got food in the house. But I haven't done a proper food shop because the fridge freezer is coming tomorrow. And all being well, it won't be dented or damaged in any way, shape or form. So I have not bought anything, is what I'm saying. So Lee's gone to go and get burgers. He's going to pick me up some gluten-free rolls, and we're just going to have burgers for dinner tonight, I think is the plan. So he's gone to go and get those. But we do need to empty the fridge freezer of stuff, and yeah, hopefully all will be well, and tomorrow the fridge freezer will arrive and be fine after however many months. I think 13th of October was when we first ordered this fridge freezer from Curry's. Not impressed, Curry's, not impressed. Right, I'm going to read my book. I have some plans for this box. I'm going to turn it into like a little Christmas scene for the kids to play with like a Father Christmas and a sleigh and a Christmas tree and all that kind of stuff, if it goes to plan. There we go. That is my Christmas wonderland. I've even found some little lights to make the starry sky look more starry, and some snow. It's a little bit uniform, but we can just pretend that it's been mown, you know, like a lawn. It has lines in it. I don't know. So I'm going to go and put some characters in it now. That looks like a fun thing to play with, doesn't it? You'll probably get trashed in like 2 minutes time, but I still think it's fun. In the Starry Night, not that you can really appreciate the lights because it's light out here. Kenzie, what is happening?
New Fortnite update.
New Fortnite update. How long were you waiting for that to update?
A while.
And why is it so much better, apparently?
It's using the new physics engine, so I thought I'd give it a try.
So when you chop something, it falls rather than... What was it doing before?
Instead of disappearing, it would... Now it will just fall. And
okay.
Break other things when it falls.
Oh, okay. So if it falls on something, you'll break something. It won't just vanish.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Then if it fell on a tree, then that tree would break. And then it would fall on another tree, and that tree would break.
Like a domino effect.
Yeah.
Have they changed the setup? Like, has it got a different theme to it, or?
No, I don't think so.
So it's the same theme. And what was
It's not the same theme. It's a new island. So
what was the thing with The Rock yesterday with Dwayne Johnson?
I don't know. It was odd. It was something about him being the leader of something called the Imagined Order. Right. Not the Imagined Order. The Seven or something.
Okay. So it was just like a storyline.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because he was the voice actor of it.
Oh, okay.
And then...
Did it look like him, The Rock?
Yeah, then he took his helmet off and he did the smolder that we did.
His smolder? How did that go? Something like that.
Yeah. And it will roll over the place when I hit it.
You got to be careful it doesn't roll on you.
Yeah.
That's going uphill, that's clever. Or is it going downhill now? You like the sliding?
Yeah. Very good way to get around.
You used to like sliding on your knees on slippy floors when you were little. I'm impressed you can push that up the hill. That's going to squash you. It's going to come back down again. It's got physics.
It's so cool that it's got first person aiming now on all my scopes.
Does this make you very happy?
Yes.
Yes.
It'll improve how well Fortnite plays now.
Good.
Does mean I probably won't be able to play it very well on my computer now.
No?
Well, I wasn't being...
Because you haven't got the power.
I don't have the processing power for it.
We haven't got the power, Captain.
Not enough power, Captain.
There we go. You can get a better view of how the whole Father Christmas thing looks. Lee has made some very yummy dinner for everybody. They've got baguettes and I've got gluten-free rolls and we've got some burger sauce, which is really, really tasty. Where did we get this from, Lee? Lidl, was it? Or...
It's Lidl's.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Same brand.
Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was B&M's, wasn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I have frozen items in my Alpicool in the minus range, and hopefully things will stay frozen this time. And I have fridgeable items in this one, so like the milk and everything is in this one because it doesn't have to stay so cold. So that's what I'm working on this time, because last time when we tried to get the new fridge freezer and had to take everything out, it didn't really work as planned and things defrosted. So the fridge freezer has been unplugged of its life support for the second time. Oh, and I've just literally, as I'm telling you this, had a message come up from Currys, so I shall check to see what that is. So Currys are coming tomorrow between 7 in the morning and 10:59. So that's helpful because it means that I was meant to be picking Kenzie up at about 10:35-ish. But if they've not yet arrived with the fridge freezer, then I've said to Kenzie I'll just have to come a little bit later to pick him up from his exam. And he was like, yeah, that's fair enough. Hopefully they'll have delivered it earlier than that. I really hope they don't rock up at like 8 o'clock in the morning when I'm dealing with children arriving. But if that is the case, I'll just have to deal with that as it happens. Let's do the calendar. What are we on? Day 5? Day 5. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Day 5 is here. Would you like to take a guess what's behind the berries? I'm going to go with a hedgehog. A hedgehog. I was wrong. I'm not doing very well. Kenzie, do you want to guess what was behind day 5? It's a wildlife creature.
A deer?
No, you were wrong too. It's a mole. Look.
It's a snitch.
A mole, not a snitch, a mole. There you go. Did anyone guess a mole? That didn't even come into my mind at all. Didn't even cross my mind. So today's vlog is incredibly short. But that's because I've been incredibly lazy. Tonight's movie, I believe, is San Andreas with The Rock in it.
That's a good movie.
It is a good movie, Kenzie, you're right. So we're going for a bit more of a modern disaster film. And I've got myself a list of other disaster movies after some, what's the word I'm looking for? Research that I've done today on the matter. And come up with a short list of other things that we could watch as well. We're really enjoying these natural disaster movies, actually. Yeah. You know, I don't know why we're going for a theme of it, but it's like, right, let's do that. And we went through a theme during the pandemic as well of watching the, like, contagion type films and outbreak films because it seemed appropriate. And it was funny how a lot of the things they talked about, like the R rate and things like that, and you're like, oh, I understand that now because we're literally living this movie. Although thankfully they did make you feel better because these contagions and pandemics in these movies were always, if you caught it, you died. So there was no two ways about it. And there was always mass panic and looting. And so it put things into perspective quite a lot in the middle of the whole COVID thing. I have cleared myself for another week. Well, I'll do it on Wednesday as well, but all good to know that I'm COVID clear for another week. My kids who have had COVID, Malone will be back on Tuesday and Davy will be back on Thursday. But another 2, I think, in my setting have been exposed to it last week. So far, I've not heard any news that anyone else has caught it, so... But it's better to get it now, I suppose, and out the way before Christmas. That's the way I'm seeing it. If they're going to catch it, then it's better that the kids catch it now. And then, you know, Christmas isn't ruined for people. I think that's probably everything. I have had a request for a return of what's in the stocking. And I don't know if to change things up a little bit this year and do what is in the Christmas hat, maybe. I might do what's in the Santa hat. So I think I'll start that tomorrow and we can all have a guessing game as to what will be in the Santa hat. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short vlog and I will see you tomorrow.